It's Mac the Guru. We are back. This is my review of Kevin Hart Reality Check. If this your first time here, make sure you sub to the channel, check out the other content, and click that like button. Now, if you seen this stand up from Kevin Hart, I got one question. Do you still think he not funny? And if you haven't seen it, go watch it because Kevin Hart did a phenomenal job in this stand up. I can remember maybe like a year and a half ago, it was talks of people actually saying Kevin Hart wasn't funny. I'm like, dude, have y'all forgot? Do y'all not remember he had everybody running around talking about say it with your chest? He had all these great slogans and sayings that people was running around saying. I mean, Kevin Hart gave us three, and I mean three fire classic stand up specials back to back to back. I mean, year after year after year in 2009, 2010, 2011. I'm a grown little man, 2009, 2010, seriously funny. 2011, laugh at my pain. That was back to back to back years. What do people think? He just gonna give us classics every time he do a stand up special? Like he never gonna have no misses? It's okay for him to have some misses, and it wasn't like they was horrible. They just wasn't as classic as his classic stand up specials. Nobody, no comedian, not even Dave Chappelle, have just nothing but classics. When Dave Chappelle came back and he was working his specials on Netflix, the first couple of them was good. They was good specials. I mean, it's Dave Chappelle. They gonna be good. They gonna be funny, but they wasn't just classic. It was them last two that Dave Chappelle gave that was just like over the top classic. So comedians can't just pump them out. But with this one, Kevin Hart showed that he's back, man. I mean, he had funny jokes in this all the way through. Some of the standouts was the plastic surgery thing that he went through, that whole joke. I loved how he went back to it and he told other jokes, then brought the plastic surgery stuff back in. He had a LeBron joke that was hilarious. He had a Will Smith joke that was hilarious. And I thought I heard all the funny Will Smith jokes. Nope. He was still funny with his, and he came out on stage with the bat. I'm like, look at Kev, he did his thing. He tried something new by bringing pictures on the screen, and the way he did it was hilarious. We know he always been one of the funniest people making fun of himself, right? So he don't even really have to go outside himself to do a stand-up special. But he did a little bit on this one, and it was great. And then he mixed it in with what he normally give us when he talk about himself, and it made it just special. Now, some of the things that I noticed with his special that just made it stand over the top was, one, he's very good with his facial expressions. That's probably why he's a good actor, a good comedian that transitioned to acting. Another person that's similar to him is Mike Epps, and Mike Epps is a great comedian that can act. When you watch they stand-ups, they got great facial expressions. When they telling their jokes, you look at their face, it's just like they sell the joke perfectly. Something that I never noticed with Kev was his physical presence on stage. How physical his comedy is. A physical comedy would be somebody like maybe JB Smooth or something like that. Somebody that move around a lot on the stage. I didn't really notice that until this special. Like, he was moving a lot up there. He's really working the stage very well. And I already spoke on how he made sure he tied all his jokes in together. But another thing that he did great was his pace. And this is what really, really matters. I felt like on maybe it was like a special he did when, the country was still shut down and stuff. He did a special in like a restaurant, or it might have been his living room or something like that. And when he did it, it was like his pace was a little too slow. it reminded me of Dave Chappelle pace. Like when you watch Dave Chappelle, his pace is slow. But Dave Chappelle, he's great with that slow pace. Kev ain't quite like Chris Rock pace. Chris Rock is like the fastest pace or one of the fastest paced comedians out there. It's just quick. Boom, 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 boom. But Kev, when he was like giving us classics, he had like a medium type pace where he wasn't slow, but he wasn't super fast either. In this special, he went back to that where he was moving at a great pace. It's like medium to fast pace where he really getting into the jokes. He moved a little faster than he did back in the day, but it was still great and it wasn't slow. That's the biggest thing. One thing that I noticed with Kev, when he do his stand-ups, they are better when he's moving at like a medium pace or even a faster pace, when he getting into the jokes quicker. When he slow it down, sometimes it almost like slow down the momentum. So he really did a good job keeping up the pace. But man, this was amazing. I'm glad that Kev came back strong. He was very raw in this too. That's what I like too, because he didn't let the industry box him in, because that's what they really was trying to do. Like, it's Kev. He big time now. He taking Jumanji roles and all this stuff. So it's like, yo, are you gonna let them box you in? Are you gonna be able to cross back over? All right, we seen you cross over, but can you? Do you got the AI with the crossover where you could cross over and then bring it back? He brought it back, man. So it was special with seeing him get more raw with his comedy, dog. So if you haven't seen this, make sure you check it out. And if you have, let me know what you thought about this stand up. And do you think Kevin Hart is back? Because I definitely do, because he came out strong, and it's great to see that he still care about stand up after all this time and him going off doing the big movies. He knows, man, stand up is what I love, and that's what's going to keep my career going, right? Because when comedians leave that stage and they just do movies, unless you do it like Eddie Murphy, Martin Lawrence, something like that, it's difficult to keep the movie roles coming for a long time. So you just got to do it big. Chris Tucker did it pretty big too, with the movie roles, but once you leave that stage for a long time, it's super difficult to come and get it back, so I'm glad Kev sticking true to his craft and he didn't leave for too long, because once you leave too long, you can't get it back, man. But y'all let me know what y'all thought about the special. It's Smack the Guru. Remember, if you're still here and you're not subscribed, subscribe to the channel. Check out the other content. Click that like button. And like always, man, y'all be easy. Be safe. Peace.